Imagine stepping into a majestic, ancient cultivation world where the heavens are supposed to be orderly, the Tao is absolute, and cultivators spend centuries meditating in quiet caves. Now imagine a protagonist who looks at all of that, decides to completely break the rules, and turns the entire celestial hierarchy into an absolute circus. Welcome to Heavenly Chaos, the hilarious, action-packed, and deeply crunchy LitRPG progression fantasy by Daniel Schinhofen. If you love overpowered protagonists, system exploits, and the sheer, unadulterated dopamine hit of watching a chaotic agent of destruction break the meta of a rigid Xianxia world, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in comedic cultivation fiction, blending high-stakes sect politics, absurd skill synergies, and the unapologetic thrill of causing a heavenly tribulation just to see what happens. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist finding themselves thrust into a world governed by strict, unforgiving laws of spiritual energy and martial hierarchy. But instead of following the traditional slow burn path of enlightenment, the MC discovers a way to exploit the system, combining incompatible martial arts, hoarding absurd resources, and triggering breakthroughs that make the heavens themselves weep in confusion. The atmosphere is a brilliant mix of awe-inspiring epic fantasy landscapes and the laugh-out-loud reality of a cultivator who treats ancient, sacred traditions like a suggestions box. Schinhofen excels at capturing the absurdity of the cultivation tropes, making every face-slapping encounter and every arrogant young master's downfall feel like a hilarious, high-stakes puzzle. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly logical, deeply crunchy progression system and the spectacular, chaotic cultivator trope. This isn't just about sitting in a lotus position and absorbing chi. It's about min-maxing your spiritual roots, weaponizing alchemy to create explosive buffs, and using modern tactical thinking to completely outclass enemies who have been training for 500 years. Watching the protagonist reverse-engineer ancient techniques, create devastating unorthodox skill combos, and completely shock the local sect elders with their sheer, unbridled audacity is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the martial arts combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a chaotic system notification to life, making every milestone feel like a massive victory. But beyond the stats and the spellcraft, the soul of Heavenly Chaos lies in its characters and the hilarious found family dynamics of the crew. The protagonist isn't a stoic, emotionless immortal. They are a pragmatic, slightly sarcastic survivor who uses humor and sheer stubbornness to stay alive. They quickly attract a beautifully dysfunctional group of misfits, quirky spirit beasts, and loyal companions who are just as bewildered by the MC's methods as the enemies are. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his friends watch him casually provoke a heavenly tribulation just to farm the lightning for experience. Their unbreakable trust in him provides the emotional grounding needed when the world's elites start taking notice of the chaotic cultivator who's suddenly outperforming them. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A massive, high-stakes sect war or a catastrophic heavenly tribulation forces the protagonist to unleash the full, terrifying potential of their chaotic build. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The MC doesn't just survive the encounter, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical skill combo to turn the heaven's ultimate punishment into a personal power-up. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous cultivator isn't the one who follows the Tao, it's the one who rewrites it. Heavenly Chaos is a triumph of the LitRPG and cultivation genres. It is smart, hilarious, and unapologetically addictive. Daniel Schinhofen has crafted a novel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the heavens with a smile on your face. Plug in your headphones, check your spiritual energy reserves, and join the protagonist. The heavens demand order, but he's about to give them absolute chaos.